Hello. Do you own a blog or a website? Do you write articles or have to put articles on that website on a regular basis? If you do, maybe you struggle with making some interesting and fun and attention grabbing titles for your articles or your blog posts. If that is the case, then today I'm going to show you how to very easily and very quickly brainstorm some ideas for this using Shortly AI. Shortly AI is an AI writing platform. After watching this video, if you're interested to try Shortly AI for yourself, I will leave a link in the description. Of course, that is my affiliate link. I appreciate your support. And one more thing to say is that Shortly AI, they offer a trial, so you can actually test the platform out for a few days before you have to commit. So without further ado, let's continue. We don't want this video to drag on forever now, do we? So let's go to new. I'm writing an article or a blog, even though I'm not. You just go to article brief and you type in here, please write some attention grabbing blog post titles for me. There you go. Now, when we use Shortly AI, one of the things I love about it is that you use these commands. If you go in the bottom right hand corner, you go on the icon that looks like a piece of paper, and then it will bring up all of the commands available and how you can use them. But today we're using the Instruct command. Now, when you use some other AI writer platforms, they will usually ask you to fill in a really long form with loads of information that sometimes will take you ages, but it's so much easier and so much more intuitive, in my opinion, in Shortly AI. So I'm gonna do the whole slash instruct, then a space, then in brackets I'm going to write, please write me some blog post titles for a blog post about, and then I'm gonna in speech marks write why AI will take over the copywriting industry. There we go. And then so let's just check again. We got the slash instruct command, we got a space in between that and the brackets, and then in brackets we've got please write me some blog post titles for a blog post about why AI will take over the copywriting industry. So when you're happy with that, you just need to make sure the cursor is at the end of all of the command stuff, and then you go to write for me. I should have said earlier that you can actually change how much is output. So as we're only well, if you only want a few ideas for titles, you can have it lower. If you want more, you can have it higher. But with the state of the current AI that this is using, which is OpenAI's GTP3, I find that having it somewhere in the middle is about right. Anyway, write for me. And then it will think for a few seconds. Is it next to impossible for copywriters to be creative? How AI solutions are taking over the copywriting industry? That's a really good one. There will be some that come out that are a little bit off. That's fine. It doesn't really matter which AI writing platform you're using. They will always have some weird moments. That's just how it is at the moment with the current technology. But the great thing with Shortly AI is when you have a paid account, you have unlimited regenerations, or you can basically generate an unlimited amount of text, which is great. So then if you're not happy, you just go to the redo, which is right next to the write for me button. So we redo, and then see, does AI have anything to do with Google ranking? That one's a little bit out of left field. That's fine. How artificial intelligence is changing the copywriting industry. Isn't that similar to what we just had? I don't remember exactly, but you see here that the platform is always trying to improve. So they often ask you for feedback as to the generations, and they will then go back and have a look at that and see how they can improve. I think that one was just okay. So let's go to redo. Alexa, write an article for me. Why AI will take over. That's a bit weird. The copywriting revolution is coming. Human beings won't survive much longer. That is a gem. That one's awesome. So yeah, like, as you can see, you can just redo like 3 or 4 times, and you just need to take out some that you think are really awesome and choose from those. How AI will impact the copywriting industry. Why AI will take over the copywriting industry. What will happen when AI takes over. So I think that's pretty good, that one. Okay, so I'm going to do one more now. So that you can see that wasn't a fluke. So best binoculars for seniors. No, actually for bird watchers. There we go. Let's do that. So /instruct and a space in brackets. Please write me some blog post titles for a blog post about best binoculars for bird watchers. There you go. Let's see how that does. The best choosing your first pair of binoculars, some tips. What are the advantages? No. Okay, that was a little bit out of left field. That's fine. Like I said, it does happen. But you see, I would much rather this than in some other platforms I have to sort through like over 30 content templates. I much prefer Shortly AI, where where you basically just are typing in instructions. It's a lot faster and a lot more intuitive. The top 10 best binoculars for bird watching. There you go. Best binoculars for the bird watchers who want to see every detail of their, I don't even know what that word is, and I'm not going to read it. Encounters. Ornithological. What is that? Finding the best binoculars for bird watching. They were not bad, actually. Let's do one more time just to show you the kind of results you can expect. There you go. So top 12 binoculars for bird watching. Want the best binoculars? Read this. Best binoculars for bird watching. Take a look here. What are the best binoculars for bird watching? So yeah, so hopefully you can see how easily it is to get Shortly AI to help you making some of your blog posts or article titles. Thank you for watching.